everybody, welcome back. It's been a while since the last episode, and it's probably gonna be a while till the next episode, so I thought I wanna have a video out, because I've had a busy time, and it's still our busy times, so instead of having, I don't know, a month without videos, I thought let's have a quick video. So I thought let's show you something. And you've seen it in the last episode. I'm gonna show you the Enderman farm we built. We've done some adjustments since that last video. So I'm gonna show you. This is my nether hub. And there's this portal, which leads straight to the end portal. I still have to fix up this roof, the ceiling. And maybe make the walls a little less boring. And pretty up this bedroom. Here's a supply of pumpkins. So the Enderman don't chop your face off as soon as you spawn here. And Bionix built this railroad system to get down. Ew. And you can see the tunnel I made. There's the Enderman farm. And Kahala and Bionix made this room around it. Oh yeah, I was very lucky that I didn't get put out there in the void. So there's storage for all your books that you enchant. This is our ender pearl system, which the ender pearls get collected by these hoppers you see under them. Let me show you from a little closer. So it's really quite handy. Instead of your inventory getting filled up with ender pearls, they all get sorted in here. This is the mechanism. This is a maintenance ladder. And Bionix, he's a programmer himself, and he found out in the code that Enderman won't spawn if there's two layers of snow. They can't teleport to it. So that's... oh my... how did I get here? Did I... am I lost now? How did I get here? Okay. Ah, here it is. So, this, these rooms are all safe. Which is very nice. Which also makes the trap a lot more efficient. Because before Endermen were teleporting out, we have another layer below here. Let me show you. And they were teleporting out, so they were here, because this was 3 high back then. And it really interfered with the efficiency of the farm, I guess. So we fixed that now. And we have some extra room for redstone. Some snowballs to fix the layers of snow. A little reed farm over here for making paper, for the books you can enchant, and I think there are plans for a cow farm, so... and I think there's a chicken farm here. Alright, you can hear them. I don't know exactly where it's at. But yeah, so you can be here... ah, here it is. My chickens. So you can be here you have enough food, you have enough you will have enough. You do have enough paper, and once the cows are here, you can stay here forever and enchant as much as you want. So yeah. I really like this design of these pillars. Incorporating the anvils. So yeah, it looks really nice and it's all safe. And of course the real game changer, as I said before, an endermenfarm. It's of course end game content, and if you have an endermenfarm, it makes you a lot. Oops! It makes you a lot more mobile with the ender pearls and the with the XP. Of course, you can enchant anything you want level 30 within a few minutes. So that's really cool. And I've made this tunnel and this way upstairs here. I really like these colors, the endstone with the eyes and the obsidian. Really goes well together. So I'm pretty pleased about it, and oops. I made this little building around the portal back. These are the remains of one of the obsidian pillars that are throughout the end, which originally have the healing stones for the dragon on them. And this is the way I took them down, just because I thought I hope you can see it on YouTube. Let's put my brightness up. Oh, it doesn't really make a big difference. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to show you. And the next song of C418 I wanna remix. Let me sleep for a while. So the next time lapse I want to do is of the build where I am at right now, but it's not finished enough really to make a nice time lapse of it, I think. So I'm gonna work on it a bit, but I thought since it's been a while since I put up a video, I might as well treat you with something special. So this is one of my secret projects I've been working on. And I've been working on it for quite a while now. I have these different projects around the server. For if I get bored with one project, I can continue with the next project. So it's a village, a typical Minecraft village. And I've added some buildings to it with lots of doors so the villagers would breed. Sadly, I messed up one time and all my villagers are dead. Oh yeah, this is the surprise. It's a floating village, let me show you. Ta-da! So I think most of the villagers, I don't know, they either fell off here, but would they all just really be that dumb? Probably. Or we had a zombie infestation, I don't know. But it's pretty good. It's pretty well lit up there, so I don't know. So the main idea behind this was I found this village. I had this idea and I went looking for a village, and this was the first one I found. And it's a pretty nice village. It has quite a lot of farms and quite a lot of houses also. And I wanted to replicate this village on a floating island. So that's exactly what I did. And I think I'm gonna make an island somewhere around here with the portal probably, so that you have a nice view of the island when you arrive. Because normally you arrive in a portal that's in the island, so that's not too spectacular. And if you're standing here, yeah, it looks kind of cool, but might be more impressive if you spawn up there and you can look down on the island. And I need to terraform this hill a bit, because this is where I got a lot of dirt for the build, and now it looks really flat and yeah, there's too much stone visible, so I have to make this look nice and pretty. And this is the way I transported the villagers up, and it's been molested by endermen. It has a railway. And I'm probably gonna use it to get the new villagers up, since they all died. And I probably should make a safe spot with 2 villagers who will be there forever, and where the zombies can get to them. And one of the additions to the village which I built on most recently is this. The dirt is a little in the way. The scaffolding is obstructing the view a bit. But it's zeppelins. And I thought this was the way that these people get their supplies. So I'm gonna try and put some villagers in there, so this is the marketplace, as it were. So that the villagers, they do their groceries here and then go back home. And then these guys, they fly back home and resupply, and then fly back here and resupply the villagers, I guess. So yeah, pretty pleased. I still need to make some adjustments. And I think it's kind of funny, because I think zeppelins are a pretty popular build in Minecraft. And the funny thing is, I had a zeppelin like this. Let me get to the other side of it. And the scaffolding won't be in the way as much. Nice throw there. So I had a zeppelin like... excuse me. I had a zeppelin... I still need to finish this. I had a zeppelin like this in mind. And the funny thing is, if you look at zeppelins in real life, they mostly have a huge balloon and a small little cabin underneath it. So if this were a real life Zeppelin balloon, the cabin would be a small little thing like this. Excuse me. And then I looked up pictures of Zeppelins in Minecraft. And the funny thing is, most people build a Zeppelin like Teddy Ruxpin has. And I don't know if any of you know who Teddy Ruxpin is. It was a great cartoon when I was young, and I don't remember too much of it because I was really young when I watched it. But I remember I really liked it. It had a kind of creepy atmosphere, but also very dreamy and fantasy-like. And the professor, or I don't even know, it's been too long, but he had a Zeppelin, which was a boat with a balloon on it that is actually too small compared to real life Zeppelins. And I found out that most people who build Zeppelins in Minecraft, they built this giant boat with a small balloon on it. So I thought that was kind of funny. And since I had that in mind, I did that too. So I have still 2 spots left for zeppelins to build, and I think I'm gonna have some beams running here so that the dock looks the dock looks as if it's connected to the island a little better than just this. So let's get back up there. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this village, because originally I was gonna tear it down. But some people have said that they kind of like it. Maybe as a reference, or I don't know really why they like it. It's kind of cool to see. It's kind of cool to see the original village, I guess, and you can compare it. Because I've copied all these houses and all these farms up here. So have a look. Remember it. Print it in your memory. And compare it with what you'll see now. Let me get up here. So yeah, these 2 houses, this house, all these farms, these trees. Oh my god. This is not gonna work. These trees are in the way. Oh, maybe like this? No. But these are just for farming. These are not for for prettiness sake. So all these farms, all these houses were there. And I've just tried to make it look pretty with some flowers. Make the road a little sturdier. And I added all these apartments, or whatever you want to call it, to make the villagers breathe until they all died. And of course, this is pretty unfinished. Let me sleep for a bit. And of course, it's pretty unfinished. I want to make some kind of... I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet, but I like the double layers. That you have a passage of some kind here. And I might make living spaces, or maybe a little park here. And then you have this. This is a little a square. Oops. And this is a square. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm back here. So this is a little square. I have to finish it off nicely. It's really roughly done. It's really done roughly. Here's a little square. The clouds go right through the church. This is some apartments. And another thing that I want to do with this village, but that really needs some work still, is this. Since all these houses are so small, I decided I'm gonna give them another floor in the island, as it were, so that every house will have a bed and a workbench and some chests, some supplies. So that'll be really cool, I think. So yeah, this upper zeppelin is very unfinished. I still need to attach the balloon to the ship, and this one's quite a bit smaller than that one. But otherwise, this one would have landed in the balloon of this one, so I had to fix that. So this is what is this called the bow? I'm not really good with English. The English boat language. This might be too diagonal, but this looks okay, I guess. Boats are quite hard to make. I like this shape better, I think. But that's a lot smaller, so it was a bit simpler. And this, the front of this also looks a bit weird. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna fix it yet. And this can still needs some work. But I have a lot of room in here. I can make a cabin for the captain here. And, loading dock space thing. And I'm gonna make it all pretty and add details. I really like this. This looks like the memories I have of ships in animation series. So and this one is a bit smaller. I'm gonna make a cabin here. It'll be a bit more unusual design, I think. And then we have 2 more docks here. So I can make 2 more zeppelins. And I'm gonna pretty this up. I still have a lot of room to do stuff here. This can be prettied up. So yeah, a lot of work needs to be done. But I think this is gonna be the next project. I'm gonna do a time. It'll be sorry. It'll be a different kind of time lapse, because previous ones have been the building of stuff. So this one will be more of a. I didn't film myself making this. I have some pictures of the progress I made. So I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do it yet. Here's a little graveyard. Goes with the church. And a fountain. And the fountain goes into the church, because the church is downstairs as well. But that's too unfinished. I'm not gonna show you that yet. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that for now. And I don't know if the next episode, if I'll be working on this, preparing for the time lapse, or if I'll do that off camera so I can surprise you with the time lapse. I might have some other projects I'm gonna work on. And I still have one more secret project I'm working on. Maybe it's not really a secret. Well, I'm not gonna tell you about it anyway. Until it's more finished so I can show you. I've made this with my brother. We were just fooling around and my brother said, make a house for him, so yeah, I just made a house with whatever I had in my inventory. So I integrated the coal and the iron. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it here. I think it's kind of funny. But he didn't protect my villagers, because I locked him up. So yeah. Maybe you guys can tell me if you like me to work on this project or on another project. Still needs some work. It's kind of tedious building these things because they're floating in the air. I've been playing creative quite a bit these days. And it really, when you're building creative, you're like, oh, this is cool. I can make everything pretty. And then you're going back to survival, and then you realize how difficult it can be to build in survival, and why it is that all your survival builds are a bit less detailed, um, a bit less thought out than than your creative builds. But I think that one of the challenges of survival is adding those details and making everything special and give it character. And the library has a secret upstairs. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.